Welcome to the Ambitious Coach Podcast. This is a place where driven, determined coaches learn how to get off the business growth struggle bus and learn how to build a wildly profitable online coaching business. I'm your host, Allison Henderson, corporate dropout to six-figure social media business coach. I'm going to show you how I've been able to create the business of my dreams organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So pull up a seat, take some notes, and get ready to see your life and bank account transform. Hello, and welcome back to the podcast. This week, I'm doing something a little different. On Monday of this week, I had hosted an Instagram Live where I walked you through my sales page flow. I want you having a highly converting sales page. I actually audit all of my one-on-one client sales pages and help them create like a masterpiece that helps their ideal clients just truly know what they're signing up for, but also just making sure that your potential clients understand that you just truly get them, that they know that you get how they're feeling right now, that they know that you understand what their day-to-day is like today. All right. So I want them to have this sense of relief when they check out your sales pages. Okay. I really want you to feel me on this. I see this so often with consultants and coaching where they're just simply putting like, you get 5 calls with me and you get this amount of messaging support and you're working with me for this amount of weeks or months. And that's not really what you're selling. Okay. So I thought I'd share this sales page training that I did so that you can have a sales page that actually converts and gets your ideal clients to take action. So before I hit play, I do want to tell you that enrollment is officially open for Social Selling 101, which is my 8-week group business coaching program, where I'll be teaching you the ins and outs of social selling. So this is perfect for that coach who truly needs clarity and a step-by-step on how to grow your audience, create converting content, how to create sales posts, even what to post in your stories, and honestly, just so much more. So Social Selling 101 will teach you how to leverage your social media profiles to get more leads and sign on more clients. So we'll officially begin on June 1st for Module 1. I have 4 modules and there will be 4 Q&A sessions. So you'll have some hot seat coaching here too. All right. I really want to get a chance to know you a bit more and help you inside of your business. On the sales page, there are more details on each module and the call times. Price for Social Selling 101 is $695 USD. And yes, there is a payment plan available. So if you have questions, please reach out to me on Instagram. And something else I really want to mention is that if you want more personalized and customized support, you can still work with me one-on-one. So that is still an option. And a big bonus, if you sign up before June 1st, you will get this round of Social Selling 101 as a bonus. So you will get way more access to me and you'll be able to get more coaching and community with other people just like you. So if you'd like more information on working one-on-one with me, check out the link in my show notes. All right. So here is my sales page training on how to have a sales page that converts. All right. Enjoy, and I will see you next week. Hello. Welcome. This is a sales page, master class. So I'm waiting right now for Instagram to tell everyone I'm live. Hi, Laurel. Yay. Welcome. Hello, everyone. All righty. So today's topic, how to create a sales page that converts. It is so important to me that you guys are utilizing these social media platforms, right? To get people to check out your sales pages, right? So I wanted to give you a breakdown because every single week with my one-on-one clients, I'm looking at sales pages. We actually go through them together. I really make sure that they are just hitting the nail on the head when it comes to speaking to their ideal client. So that's the first thing that I want to talk to you about is, where do you start? So a lot of you have offers, right? A lot of you might have had offers that you've never sold before, and that's okay. And when we do that, though, we have to really get into this mentality of our ideal client, okay? So what are they going through right now? What is their day-to-day like? So they have a complicated problem that they're coming to you for. All right. When they go to that sales page, You want them internally to have like this sense of relief of she gets me. She understands what I'm going through right now. And as they're reading through the sales page, like I said, they're constantly like having that emotion of, oh, yes, she gets me. Okay. So a lot of people, I see this all the time on sales pages where like, it's like when you hit my services or my offers on their website, it just says what is included. So meaning like, how many calls are they going to get? Are they going to get messaging or email support? Maybe it's like a bunch of resources or things like that, like an ebook, but that's not what they're buying. Okay. What they're buying is a transformation from you. Okay. They're buying a transformation from you. So are you aware of that transformation? Okay. So this is the first step in all of this is you need to be fully aware and clear on what it is that you're actually selling. Okay. Because this person, once again, is buying from this emotional space. Okay. They're buying from their heart when they're coming to this sales page. They are feeling a certain way, and likely they don't want to feel that way anymore. Or they're looking to elevate their level of consciousness in some way, or like they want to feel something, right? So we need to touch on that sort of stuff on our sales pages. So it's not, like I said, number of calls or like the type of support that has to be on there at some point. Okay. But that's like one of the last pieces of the puzzle. Okay. They just need to know, what is this result that I'm going to get when I buy this program or when I sign up for this one-on-one offer or whatever it is that you're selling. Okay. So on a sales page though, so get your actual notebooks ready. Okay. What does need to be included on the sales page for somebody to go, yes, this is it. I'm buying it right now. All right. So the first thing is, if you are a personal brand, right? Like you are a coach and they're buying you in this program or this offer or this service, you need to have a photo of you. I don't know how many times I come on a profile or come onto a sales page and I'm like, I want to know that it's you that they're going to be working with. Okay. So a cute photo of you, cute little face. Okay. And you're going to have one line or a couple sentences. Okay. That just states very clearly about who you help and what you can help them achieve. Okay. This is the reason they're coming, right? Like if you need to be able to sum that up, like I said, like one sentence, two sentences top. Okay. So for me, I made it really clear. I help coaches and sleep consultants find and sign clients on social media. I help you get your first few clients. I help you build a business that you want to build, right? Like I want to make sure it's so clear. So when they come to my profile, that is what they see. Okay. Or when they come to that sales page, that is exactly what they see. I don't want anybody to have to question what this is all about. All right. So very clear photo of you in that first sentence of like who it is that you help. Okay. And what are you going to help them achieve? The next part of all this, the second piece, is really diving into what do they desire, but also what are some of their challenges and what's their day-to-day like right now. All right. So I use what if statements. Like, what if you knew exactly what to do on social media to find and sign clients, right? What if you knew exactly what to say to your followers to get them to book a call with you, right? So what if statements are amazing. Like what it is that they desire. But also too, you can use imagine if statements, like imagine if you knew how to do this thing. All right. So you can go back and forth, but you can also during this point too, like really, like I said, kind of going back to some of the challenges, like what is something that is a huge challenge in their life right now? What if you didn't have to feel this way anymore? What if you didn't have to do that? And what if that wasn't even a problem for you anymore? Right. Then after your what if or imagine if statements, hopefully like you really at that point were like, yes, she gets me. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to feel this anymore. Like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly how I want to feel. That's exactly what I'm desiring. All right. So you want them throughout this sales page to feel something, right? You want them to feel something. A lot of it's going to be relief that somebody just gets them, relief that there's finally a program that is for them. Okay. So the next piece in all this though, is here's the problem. Here's what's really going on in your life right now. Here's why you're not getting results, right? So a lot of these people, they're reading books. They are taking like maybe self-study courses or cheap courses. maybe they're watching all the YouTube videos or listening to all the podcasts. They're in Facebook groups asking for advice. But why is that not working? Right? A lot of times we have to always come back to, why do we hire coaches? I talk about this all the time, especially in my podcast. I need you to really understand why they're hiring you, right? Like, we hire coaches to get results faster, to have somebody hold us accountable, to make sure that we're staying consistent, to make sure we're just doing things correctly, right? To get real-time feedback, Okay. This is a lot of reason why we hire coaches. Like, education is out there, right? So there's 3 different pieces of an offer that I think everybody should know about. There's 3 different pieces. The first one is support, right? Or I'm sorry, the first one actually is education, right? You're educating them on something. A lot of times it's like a step-by-step process, which we'll get into here in a second. But like, education is number 1. And then you're going to help them implement it. So that's a huge part of why they're hiring you. We hire people to give us a full step-by-step process a lot of the times, like organized step-by-step information. Like, my profile right now, like to learn how to actually get clients on social media, it's a little all over the place, right? Like, a business coach isn't going to be like step 1, step 2, step 3. A lot of the times it's a little unorganized here on social media. And it's same thing too with, like, the YouTube videos. Like, a lot of people aren't giving you like, here's step 1 all the way through step 10 on how to build a 6-figure online coaching business, right? We need more than that. We need somebody to help us with implementation. We need somebody to help us with the support piece, right? So implementation might be like, maybe it's Google Forms, or it's an app or something like that is tracking their progress, right? Or it could just be making sure in a Voxer message or emails that, hey, are you doing this today? Are you doing that? Like, how are you going to be tracking their process? And then the third component is that support, which is getting on calls with you, or it could be, like I said, through Voxer, like they're making sure they're getting coached on the right things. So a lot of what I coach people on is definitely the strategy behind how to sell on social media, right? But also like building up their confidence. That's a huge piece of this. A huge piece of all this is like, we buy from confident people. All right. And so when I can see on social media that like people are just kind of like this, or not really smiling, like they're so scared to come on here and do lives. They're so scared to actually like sell because they don't want to feel slimy or salesy or anything like that. When we have that inside of us, like, we need somebody to bring that out. We hire coaches because we can't see a lot of things, right? Our coach can actually go, oh, I can see why you're not as confident. I can see why you're not implementing the strategy. It's because of these, like I said, these little things. And a coach can point that out for you. A really good coach can point that out for you. And so once again, we can't see what we can't see. So we have to understand why we hire coaches to begin with. Education is out there, but we need somebody to help us with the implementation and making sure that we're getting the customized support that we need. Okay. So, step 3. Here's the problem, right? Here's why you're not getting the result. It's because you don't have help. You don't have the support. You don't have somebody holding you accountable. Okay. So go through that. So, like I said, I'm going to kind of run down this one more time. It's like, you've read the books. You're asking for help in the, Facebook groups. You're listening to podcasts and YouTube videos. But like, why isn't this working? Because you lack confidence, right? For me specifically, my ideal client a lot of time lacks a lot of confidence, and they lack just knowing what to do every single day to actually get clients here on social media. And so I talk about that on my sales page. Like, here's the problem. Here's why you're not getting the results. You're kind of just posting and praying, throwing spaghetti at the wall. Like, you don't really have a real sales and marketing strategy, but also too, you're afraid to take action. You're afraid of what will people think of me? Right. So I acknowledge all of these things on my sales page because I want them at like I said, at some point going, she just gets me. She understands what I'm feeling right now. She understands what I'm going through. All right. So the next piece in all of this too, and this is where you can put in like some more imagine if statements or something like that if you didn't do that at the top. But I want you going into your story. Like, how did you go from A to Z, right? Or A to J, whatever it is. Like, how did you get through this? A lot of times you are just an evolved version of your ideal client, right? Or you are somebody who is selling something because you've learned this. This is like something that like really just you're super passionate about, and it's what you are meant to be doing. So share why you're so passionate about this. Share why you're so passionate about this. Share why everybody needs this program from you specifically. Why are you so amazing? Okay. So share your story. And then I want you going into like why really you are so amazing. Like, what are you going to really do for this person that no other coach is going to do? Like, I know for a fact, I actually help people like sell. I can help you write your sales post. I give you the feedback that, like I said, no, not a lot of other coaches are doing. I'm really in your business with you. I hold you accountable to your goals. We continually get reminded why you're doing what you do, right? So paint that picture. Why are they going to hire you over all these other coaches? Why should they hire you? And this is where you need to kind of like boost your ego for a little bit here. Like you need to tell them why you're so amazing. Okay. The next piece of all this is like sharing that step by step. This is a lot of time left out. And I told you earlier, like we are buying organized step-by-step information. Like you want to know the minute that they sign on to work with you, what's going to be step 1, what's going to be step 2, what's going to be step 3. You don't need to have like 10 different steps, even though when they come through your program, you might have like a lot of moving parts. But like if you can make it really, really clear, these are going to be the 5 things that we're going to achieve together. Right? This is going to be the step-by-step I'm going to bring you through. And at the end, hooray, you are going to get the result that you signed up for. Okay. So have this step-by-step. If you don't know that, like really kind of just go through like I call it like a client transformation timeline. Like what is that first step in the transformation? And then if you can like really map that out, what would be the last step? Okay. And then also testimonials. If you are somebody who has testimonials, this is where you put them. Put them on here, like anything and everything. If somebody said something nice about you, somebody got coached by you and they love that experience, if it was one call, it doesn't matter. I want you putting as much information on there as possible about why you're so amazing. So testimonials are great here. It could be screenshots, videos. I love watching video testimonials, but screenshots are great too of just like happy clients, or actually like, somebody wrote out a plan. Or not a plan, sorry, wrote out a testimonial. So you can put that on there. Go in, Canva has some cute little graphics. So you can literally just copy and paste that on there. Like I said, or it could be just some screenshots that they sent you in a text or in a WhatsApp or a Voxer. Okay. And then the last piece, or I guess second to last piece, but this is where you're going to put in what's included. So finally we get to that. So this is where you're putting the number of calls weekly, if it's weekly calls, bi-weekly calls, as it's a group program or whatever that is, if it's one-on-one, you're going to want to make sure you have as much information as humanly possible on this, in this little area about what's included. And then, this is where like you're having like buy now. I want you putting, I wouldn't say maybe buy now. If you are a, personal, like just like I'm a business coach, right? So I put in like apply to work with me. Or for you, it could be like book your discovery call, book your sales call. Very rarely is someone just going to like literally buy now, unless it's like more like a group program, a course or something like that, or a membership. But if you are doing private one-on-one coaching, a lot of times you're going to want to get on a sales call with that person, right? So that's going to be like the big buttons, and you can have those throughout the sales page. Literally like after the first, that first like photo of you, and having that line that just says, like what it is that you're going to be helping them with. And then you can put like join now or apply to work with me or book your free discovery call. Okay. Sometimes people I work with coaches, so they get what, like when I say a sales call, like, or, apply to work with me, they understand that. But if your ideal client isn't necessarily like, what's a discovery call? Like they might not understand that. So you might need to explain that a little bit in the sales page. Is like a discovery call is meant for us to get to know each other a bit more and to see if what I offer is a good fit for you, or for me to tell you what package or what service of mine would be the best fit for us working together. So that's just something like you can put on your, you can actually put on the sales page. So once again, know your ideal client. If they don't work with coaches regularly, they probably aren't going to know what a consult is or a discovery call. So you just might need to explain that a little bit more on that sales page. All right. So after that, you could do some FAQs. So like, what are frequently asked questions that people have before joining your program? This could just be like, how many people are going to be in it? So for example, if it's like a group program, so you might want to put like, oh, it's a limit of 20 people or, 10 people or whatever that is. Or if it's private one-on-one coaching, it's like, how often are we going to be meeting? When are we going to be meeting? How long are our calls? Like you can put all that stuff on there. Or like, how soon am I looking? Like, would I get results? You can put all of that on there because like I said, if it's a sales call question, you want to get through as many objections as humanly possible before the actual sales call. So your sales page, right? I want you answering a lot of that stuff. Okay. So really think about, like, if you've been on a lot of sales calls over the past 6 months or a year, what are the most frequently asked questions? Likely those just need to be somewhere addressed on this sales page. All right, guys, that was it. Trying to think if there's anything else. If you have questions on this, let me know, because sales pages to me are actually really important. I've seen sales pages before that are literally just a buy now button with like 1 or 2 sentences. Like, this is my method. This is something that I utilize and I teach my clients, because I think it's really important that we're really touching on all the emotional pieces, the psychological aspect of why somebody's going to buy. And like I said, emotional piece, because that is really super important when we are purchasing or hiring a coach. Okay. So just so you know, today enrollment officially opens for Social Selling 101. So if you're like, Allison, I just need somebody to actually go to the sales page. This is what it is all about. I actually teach you how to create content, how to have magnetic and compelling content, and just how to sell here on social media. What do you need to be posting in your stories? How do you actually get new followers? How do you build an audience organically without ads? But also the big thing that I want to be teaching you is how to sell without that feeling of being salesy, pushy, awkward, or weird. Okay. So enrollment is officially open today. You can actually check out the link in my bio, and we start officially on June 1st. It is an 8-week group coaching program, and we have 4 actual educational modules, and there's going to be 4 Q&A and hot seat coaching sessions with me, so that I can actually like be inside your business a little bit and help you on the mindset components of being an entrepreneur, but also, what do I need to be doing every day? Right? Like, what kind of content do I need to be posting? This is where you're going to be asking those questions and getting feedback on your content. You can get feedback on sales pages or whatever that is. But I will be literally teaching you how to sell on social media, specifically here on Instagram, because this is where I hang out. I know a lot of my ideal clients hang out here. And yeah, so price for that too. The investment for Social Selling 101 is $695. I do have a payment plan, so no worries there. Yeah. So if you have any questions, just pop into my DMs today or this week or whatever. And yeah, enrollment is open until June 1st, because that's the day we start. So once again, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. And thank you guys so much for watching this sales page masterclass. So if you are interested in learning more about working with me privately too, one-on-one, that's also an option. Because I was like, we don't actually cover sales pages in Social Selling 101, but we got to get eyeballs on your sales page, right? And your social media profiles do that for you. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for listening to the Ambitious Coach podcast today. A couple favors before you go. If you found this episode helpful, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. Most importantly, don't forget to tag me at Allison Henderson _coach. That's ALLISON Henderson _coach. And lastly, please take a minute to rate this episode and leave a raving review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Okay, ambition is great, but it's time to get to work. Take action and commit to being 1% better every day. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next week.